the national cake. Small man, they ask where my own break. Road no day, water no day flow, but them.
Good day, my dear viewers. I'm sure you're having a wonderful day wherever you are right now. Now, I want to make this video concerning speculation, as I might like to call it, concerning the Commissioner of Education, Honorable Stephen. Now, sir, you are trying to set policies and modality for regulation for private-owned nursery, primary, and secondary school in Cross River State. Trying to make sure that they are up to standard. Trying to make sure that, okay, the kind of environment that they have for these kids to learn is conducive. I applaud you for that. But you know, as the saying goes, he who must go to equity must go with clean hands. What is the state of government-owned primary school? What is the state, the physical state of government-owned secondary school? Because if the government-owned secondary school is dilapidated, with leaking roof, no chairs for students to sit, and the Honorable Commissioner is clamping down or is planning to clamp down on private-owned school, I think that is hypocrisy in the highest order. Set your own house in order before you begin to look for private sector to clamp down on. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but I'm saying that if you must do it in the right way. Let's start it from the home, which is the government-owned properties. If the government-owned primary schools and secondary are in good shape, and the commissioner wants to go and make sure that the same is also replicated in the private-owned schools, then I think it's a good move. But if you have government-owned primary school in the worst state you can imagine, and the Honorable Commissioner is talking about, closing down private-owned schools, primary and secondary, their system is not cool. Remember, I'm not trying to encourage private-owned school owners to put their school in a very bad shape. No. But I'm saying, before we begin to point accusing finger on others, check yourself very well. As the Honorable Commissioner for Education, how many government schools in Cross River State is in good shape? If they are all in good shape, then kudos, you are free to go. But I'm saying, if you want to clamp down on private-owned school when the government-owned is in the bad shape, sir, that is hypocrisy. It does not speak of equity. It does not speak of what it should be for a government who wants to do things in the right way. I'm sure this message is very clear, sir. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye.